Today I'm going to talk to you about the Internet of Things, cloud service that we have, including our beer IoT. And not only that, it's also beer with blockchain. We've just branded it because they're using blockchain. So the interesting thing about this product is that it uses Oracle's cloud services. And what it does is it allows you to take any of your processes wherever wherever you're if you're working inside of a plant or in this case it's inside of the beer brewing location, and you can put sensors in there in different locations. With these sensors, it produces this data that, of course, that we can put into Oracle, and from there you can actually get different results. Because it's IoT, it's two-way conversation. You can actually trigger things, you can stop things, you can restart things, you can customize this to however it is you want. So in this case here, what they've done is they've added blockchain as well. Now the great thing about that is that whenever you're doing any type of kind of monitoring from the grain all the way to the actual production, you can actually see in every step of the process. You can see from the grain it's how long it's being fermented, what the temperatures are, and all that's being stored in blockchain. So the great thing about that is that everyone who's involved in this process can see what's going on. It's transparent, it can never be changed or altered, and that of course is great during transportation. So, for example, during transportation, let's say that we have some organic materials that we purchased. Well, unfortunately, there is the problem where things are swapped out. So if you have an IoT connected to your vehicle, and it's of course communicating with your blockchain, this truck is now driving and it's all being recorded and monitored. This truck now takes a right turn where it shouldn't take. It stops for another 10-15 minutes. You can actually see, hey, what's going on here? Meanwhile, all that is being written into blockchain, which can never be refuted because it's a fact. So that allows you to see what's going on. You can take action on it, and whomever's involved with this can come and check it out. I mean, in a smart city, for example, you can even have like paramedics. You can have police, involved. So if something does not look right, you can send a trigger out to them, and they can immediately see what's going on. We have another demo with a car race, which I'm sure you're going to see. One of the things that we don't have here, but one of the nice things about it is they can add a quadcopter. So if there's an accident, the quadcopter goes over, takes a picture, and informs everyone of what's going on. So in this case, going back to this scenario here, all that is in blockchain, and the greatest thing about it is they thought, hey, if you just put a QR code and you take your phone and you're able to scan it, you'll be able to see, it'll give you where it started, where the water came from, which is from our hecha water reserve, and it goes through the process with the dates and shows you exactly until you actually get to this point here where we have it here. So that's pretty much the process using the Internet of Things and also blockchain. And the great thing about it too, there's one other small thing. This is more of the art of possible. We have this beer kind of rating system over here. This isn't part of Oracle, but this is, again, art of possible. As people have their beers, they can taste it. If they like it, they can go ahead and rate it. Now, let's pretend that, they're getting rated. Normally, it's a 4 or 5 stars. It's a great beer. But 1 week, all of a sudden, they start dropping 1 or 2, 1 or 2. What's going on? Is it different clientele? What's the problem? They can look now and see what batch that was from. Then they can go back to the blockchain and actually look back and say, okay, look, these are the temperature spikes during this time. There was a problem, we didn't see it, someone didn't take action on it. So then they can adjust that for the next batch, fix that. And as a matter of fact, because there's also sensors in here, we have a sensor right where the keg is. And this sensor, what it does is it's a flow meter. So it calculates how much is in there. Now at the point that there's almost no beer left, that will communicate out, and if you want, have it connected to your supplier, and they go ahead and send you a new keg. So all this can be done with the communication, and of course with the permanent ledger of blockchain. So now, for the fun part, anyone likes some beer? So you go ahead and I'm going to do little sips here. make sure we have enough for everyone. I've never been a bartender, so I apologize. Not as fast as I should be here. Start handing these out. Would you like one?
Thank you.
This is a stout. It's actually very nice.
A través del scoring del cliente, analizan hacia atrás cuáles son las variables que produjeron la satisfacción. No, eso se aplica por pues un grado de temperatura. En países estamos hablando de cerveza vestida de negro y de vuelta la cerveza no está a un grado de temperatura. Entonces, eso, para un colmado,